next, right through the shopping precinct. You know, by the Adelphi's, whatever it is, that theatre there. And as I went down there through the dark alley bit, there was that big buxom blonde. And she was up for it. She's like, you know, standing on the corner, and you can spot them a mile off, can't you? And I was like, and as I slowed down to the end of the road to turn off, she sort of looked at me, and I couldn't resist. I had to go, and she come around, and she went, "Do you want some business, love?" And I was like, yeah. How much? Tenner. And so I went, you got any crack?
Oh, hang on, just a tenner?
A quick hand job, I think, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tenner, yeah. So when I was more interested in any crack. So you got any crack? And she sort of looked like, a bit iffy, like you're a cop or not, or what. And it was obvious I wasn't. I was like, But I was just more interested in getting some crack off her, because I haven't had any. So she gets in the car, and we go around the corner, and just back across Shaftesbury Avenue towards fucking Seven Dials. And we're just there. But as we were coming from the car, I'd look behind me and I'd seen like sort of 3 black guys back down the road, and I was a bit, oh. So I left it. I started rabbiting to get any crack, and she was like, oh yeah, all right, we can get some crack. So I ended up giving her 20 quid. And we went back in the car. We hadn't done anything, hadn't done fuck all. I was just bothered about crack. And she was like, oh yeah, I'll get some crack if you share it with me. Like, yeah, all right, fine. So we went off and then parked across the road on Old Compton Street, and then walked round the corner by Cambridge Circus there, where the taxi places are, and it was fanning around, and I'm like standing like a cunt across the road going like, have you got any earned, and just following around, and they're fucking her off because she's just an old whore anyway or whatever. Then in the end we get some, right, and we go up we set off, so he's like, well, I don't know why, where we're going fucking towards Finsbury Park anyway to do this crack to get out of town, whatever. We stopped for a little bit, and we did a little bit, and I hardly got anything of it. I was like angry about, and she's going like, you're not going to hit me, are you? You're not going to batter me. And I was like, every now and then she kept going psycho, thinking I was going to go and batter her. Next time I see her, I'll fucking batter her. I've passed her once in the street.
You'd recognise her now, would you?
Yeah, I've seen her on the fucking game, other places where you go up towards them. So we went up Finsbury Park and went up Stroud Green Road, and we stopped by a pub on Stroud Green Road just by Hercules. And there's, she says, right, I'm just going in here to check we can go in there or whatever. And I was like, all right. And she went in, and that was it.
You give her the
I
money?
was just a cunt, yeah. So I was like, wait, it's like 10, 15 minutes. I'm like, well, she's got the crack.
And
she had
got
the
20
crack.
quid?
No, the 20 quid not on the crack.
Oh, yeah.
So she's got it, she's gone in and just fucked off with it. And I'm like, and so I was all right, fine. So I started banging on the door. And then it looked a bit fucking derelict and everything. And the houses are set back from the shops.
Yeah.
There, because you've got the shop front and the house is set
Yeah,
back.
I know, yeah.
So I was just banging on the door. And then this big sort of Greek-Turkish type geezer came down. And he was big, he was only about my height, maybe an inch big or whatever, but he was wide, a stocky cunt. Yeah. And so I going, clear off, you cunt, go on, fuck off. Well, not like that, but you know as they do, not in my language, like clear off, fuck off. And then he jumped over the wall into the shop next door and came through their door and came outside and started fronting me out. And I was going, look, fucking whore's gone in there with me drugs, right, and I fucking want him. And he's going, look, fuck off, there's nobody here with that name. I can't remember the name. And I look, fuck off. Look, she's giving me money. He's going, look, fuck off before I hit you. And fronting me out. And so I was sort of trembling and shaking because I was still treed up. I'm like, And then he goes to fucking, hit me and everything. And he just, like, tapped me on the face. And that was it. Like, oh, fucking hell, is that all it is then? So I twatted him. And he was sort of fucking taken a bit back by this.
Hard? You hit him hard?
And I just twatted him on the face. Like, look, you couldn't go and get her. And I just twatted his face and I chinned him. He was like, you're taken aback by it. Well, I can't quite remember because I was eated up and he was coming out to me and it was like I wasn't moving. Yeah, so he ran across the road, yeah, and I was like, come back, you cunt, and just walking after him like an odd cunt as you do. And he ran across to the phone box, right, dialed the old bill or whatever I thought, and I got to the phone box and he's going, quick, somebody's trying to kill me on Stroud Green Road. And I'm like, oh, yeah, cunt. I grabbed the door, he dropped the phone and legged it up Stroud Green Road. And I'm like, yeah, fat cunt. So I'm just walking after him knowing I could catch him dead easy. And he's fucking legging it up there and looking back going, oh. And like a daft kid, I didn't check the house to see if he'd come out and ran away. I just followed him. And he turned the corner at the top, so I legged it because he was getting out of sight. And when I got on the corner, he was waiting there for me again, trying to front me out. And so I just battered him, knocked him to the ground. And he was going like, ah. And then I just fucking had pleasure about kicking him in the head. And got a crunch out of his head like, you cunt. Kicked him in the fucking head and his nose went, oh, cunt. So I just fucking walked off back down the road then. And he was going like, then he ran into the road to a car like, stop, help me. And I was going, oh, you cunt. And I started walking back down the way. But by the time I got down to back to the bottom of the road where my car was by this fish and chip shop, then these coppers turned up. And it was like, cunt. And it was, it's him. He just fucking battered me. The bloke went out into the coppers with all this fucking blood coming out of his nose and everything. And he's going, him there. I'm like, going, well, come here, mate, what you been doing? I said, yeah, I've just had a fight with him. And the cops were like, what? They handcuffed me and stick me in the back of the fucking cop car.
It's fucking very unfair, isn't it?
Took me to the fucking police
Did you tell
station.
them that they'd robbed he'd robbed
Yeah, so they took me to the police station, but because they had him battered and I'd hit him, and I'd said, yes, I'd hit him, then they've got me for a fucking assault. Right, but this geezer's going, oh, I want him done. He comes down the police station, they let him go. Then the police doctor gets called in to see this bloke and everything. And I'm going, look, right, yeah, I got rolled. And they're going, oh, he's a Tom. When I went into the police station, like Tom and
What's
Dick. Tom and Dick, me, he's a fucking dick.
Oh.
You know, he's been rolled by a prostitute and they're all going, oh, yeah, we got a Tom here. And they're like, oh, yeah, felt like a right cunt.